Good afternoon, folks. This is Fred Campos, and this is episode number 36 on December 2nd, Wednesday. And this is your 3 business tips in 3 minutes at 3 o'clock. For those of you tuning in, this week we are talking about business tips from some of my favorite business books. Entrepreneurs, I said this before, readers are leaders. I've even mentioned today's book before, which is The One Thing. I mentioned it in episode number 4 and 5. We're not going to repeat ourselves. I love this book so much. I was reading this book this year when I started this 3 at 3 at 3. And I have some more tips from you. I just love this book. It's by Gary Keller. If you guys have never read it, it's an excellent book. So here's our 3 tips. We're going to talk about concentration, sequencing, and minority focus. Concentration. As you would guess, the book titled The One Thing, he is not about multitasking. He's about doing laser focus on the one thing. What's the one thing, business owners, that's going to move your needle today? What's the one thing that's going to make you more money today? What's the one thing you spend your time on that has the biggest impact? All of that has one word, and that is concentration, focus, intense concentration. Kind of like a magnifying glass that, you can see through it. It makes things bigger, but when it's focusing the light on one area, it can burn. And that's the kind of daily concentration you need to have, business owners. Number 2, sequencing. Sequencing is the starting of a sequence that gets you in the mode of accomplishing something. I am trying to work out daily. Man, the hardest moment in my workout is getting out of bed, putting on my gym clothes, and either going to the gym or walking at the track that's near my house. The first item in that sequence is to get out of bed and get into my work clothes. What do I do to start that sequence? Well, I pack my work clothes and my tennis shoes and put everything right by the bed when I wake up. So it's the first thing I do. What are the sequences in your goals, your concentration to get you to move to that next level? What is the starting point, For a dieter, it may be the sequencing of pre-cooking the meals for the week, right? That helps that. It's that first domino that falls, right? The first thing to get you moving. And third thing is minority focus. No, we're not talking about racism here, although that's a great topic we'll talk about in the future. What we're talking about is that 80-20 rule I talked about in episode 5. And this is focusing on the 20%, that minority work that you do. Most of the money, matter of fact, they say 80% of the money is going to come out of the 20% of the work. So have that laser-like minority focus. So those are my tips for you today from The One Thing: concentration, sequencing, and minority focus. I want you guys to be awesome. Have a great Wednesday. Go back to sleep.